Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Memphis Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Might as well stick with him. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. Smith takes the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man. 9th play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The give on the inside. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense never wants to drive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Now the pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Mississippi State going up tempo. He's looking for a man on second down. Finds his man. It's Harmon. At the 45 on his way. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. On the run, it's Daniels.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Got it, looking for a first. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score, second and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll ride Davis here.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Let's go. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Trying play action. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this one splits the uprights. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back, and the you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll set up to throw. He finds his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now the toss. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages where they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
He makes a catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll run the option. The pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The back goes in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. Snagged on the outside, it's Harmon. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Mississippi State going up tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
On second down, looking to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Harmon. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook,
going over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
and listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Big first down sack for the defense brings up second down.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot and see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it at the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. All kinds of running room. He's at the 40. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On second down, just keeps firing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Brings up second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Try to get it to the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Hawkins. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Handoff to the single running back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Memphis 31, Mississippi State 13.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Mississippi State going up tempo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Quick release on the RPO.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Feeling some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Mississippi State!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 18 over Virginia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And come on now. O-line, you've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You've got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab at the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Snares it outside. It's Coleman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Close to the marker, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
1st down, Bulldogs.
He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ball. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Harmon. Makes the catch and knocked down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Harmon. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They're bringing heat. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
1st and goal for Mississippi State.
They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off. The 50. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.